Ozempic, Novo Nordisk. I'm sure you've heard at least one of these three terms in the recent past, but do you exactly know what they are and what do they do apart from you knowing that there's something which help you lose weight? So let me quickly brief you up on that. GLP-1, which is glucagon-like peptide, in short, is a kind of substance which is released in your gut, and it helps signal to the brain that your stomach is full, and so you naturally stop eating. So what does that have to do with Ozempic? Ozempic is a kind of a medicine which is manufactured by Novo Nordisk, one of the biggest pharmaceutical companies in the world. And what they do is they act as a GLP-1, so they kind of mimic the role played by glucagon-like peptide in your stomach. So your stomach kind of signals to the brain that it is full even when it is not, because of the medicine. So because of that, you don't feel like eating, and over time you will lose weight, because when you eat lesser calories than you burn, you will naturally lose weight, and your body generally burns around 2000 calories for an average human, and there's no way you're going to consume anywhere close to that once you are having this kind of a medicine. So it is a way to lose weight, and it's nothing, not rocket science, it's just something that you just learned about. So Novo Nordisk has been holding patent of this, which will expire in March if I'm not wrong. And I just read an article by the Bloomberg, which says that an Indian manufacturer, Dr. Reddy's Laboratories, is planning to launch their own GLP-1 medicines once the patent of Novo Nordisk expires. So this is just to give you a brief idea of what is happening and what is GLP-1. So what do I think about all of this? I think in the next few years, when the price of this medicine will eventually drop, remaining fat will be a choice, just like losing weight and staying healthy is a choice currently. It's very easy to overeat and become fat nowadays, but I personally feel that in the future, remaining fat will be a choice, and it will be very easy and kind of the norm to stay lean and lose weight. But exactly my point is lose weight. So I think there's a big difference between losing fat and losing weight. Losing fat is extremely good for you, it is healthy, and there's no harm in that. But when you lose weight, you're also losing your muscles, and in the long term that can be a bit harmful for you. So I can see that once the price of these medicines drop and an average person can get access to it easily, I can see a lot of people abusing the medicine and using it to just they're trying to lose fat, but if they don't have enough knowledge on that topic, they might just lose a lot of muscle as well. In the long term, that can be very, very dangerous. So I don't know if people are ready for this kind of medicine to go mainstream. Definitely now, in the current setup, anybody who's taking it is aware of its effects and is ready to sacrifice their muscles, maybe, or maybe they're just too unhappy with their body and they want to see a drastic change within themselves, while at the same time not having the willpower to do it themselves through a strict regime, a good diet, and a proper workout plan. I can't blame such people, because not everyone has the strength, courage, or sometimes even time to think about all of that. They just want to look lean, and you don't always get time if you're busy in a corporate job, or maybe your conditions aren't such that you can afford to spend time and money on your health, but at the same time you want to look lean. So I think once these medicines get cheap, such people will benefit a lot from it. But the only thing I hope for is that people don't abuse this kind of medicine, because imagine everybody around you just suddenly stop eating. and maybe eating is seen as a activity for leisure or just a social activity. Just can't even imagine that happening. Like maybe you go out once in a while right now, and in the future that becomes you eat once in a while when you go out. Otherwise you're just always full by consuming this medicine. So that is the kind of future I am worried for. Definitely it will take a lot of time for the prices to drop so much that everyone are able to access this medicine, but I am scared. And another industry I can see dying is the gym industry and the fitness industry. Those who don't really connect with that kind of stuff will not be aware of how big this industry actually is. So if people are able to have access to Ozempic at a very very minimal cost, and a cost that is marginal of gym memberships, the average person will obviously choose to take the medicine and lose weight instead of actually going through the grind of a workout routine, plus pay the gym memberships, plus invest money in nutrition and all of that. You'd rather just lose weight by not eating and take consuming this medicine. So I can see the gym being reduced to something just for building muscles, and maybe fitness trainers will have to advertise themselves in a different way. I think the world is going to change a lot and people are not ready for it. So hopefully it doesn't ruin our society in any way. That is my biggest worry, and hopefully we make through this transition like we have in the past. So that's all I had to say. Drop your thoughts below, and thank you for watching.